You stupid fool. Did you really think you gonna hit me? Huh? Bam, bam, bam. Over.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Canelo Alvarez, he stopped Sergey Kovalev in the 11th round. I predicted Canelo would stop him 6-8. I also thought that this fight would be a lot more easier for Canelo Alvarez, but surprisingly it wasn't. Matter of fact, up until the knockout, it actually looked like Sergey Kovalev was about to pull off the win. But surprisingly, or maybe I should say not surprisingly, whenever Canelo Alvarez is fighting, surprisingly, not one single judge had Kovalev winning the fight when it was stopped. 2 judges had Canelo up, and 1 judge had the fight a draw. So that means even if Kovalev didn't get knocked out, even if he would have continued to win rounds, he still would not have got the nod. At least not on the scorecards. So this fight, for the most part, was dictated by Sergey Kovalev's jab and Canelo Alvarez's pressure. Canelo continued to come forward, but it was Sergey Kovalev that was throwing the majority of punches, mainly the jab. He didn't really throw too many right hands because he was trying to protect his body. He was trying to stay safe. But it's amazing to me that he made this fight as competitive as he did with just one hand. For the most part, Sergey Kovalev was successful at nullifying Canelo Alvarez's body attack by basically just smothering him. He would stay on the outside with the jab, and whenever Canelo got too close, Kovalev, he would come in with like somewhat of a clinch or just get close enough to smother him to where the referee would have to break them up. I don't know why, but for some reason, Canelo Alvarez was extremely timid in this fight. He didn't really let his hands go. It was always like one punch at a time. And for some reason, I don't know if his corner told him, man, you're losing this fight. You got to pick it up around the 10th round. Because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Canelo finally started to let his hands go. And soon as Canelo started to let his hands go, the fight was over and it started to play out the way I predicted it would play out in the first place. I don't know if Canelo, he really respected Kovalev's power, if he got caught with something, because I remember around the 8th round, Canelo, he was constantly coming forward. Then out of nowhere, Canelo started moving away from Kovalev. So I don't know what it was, but clearly he was showing Kovalev too much respect. But as soon as he let his hands go, Kovalev just crumbled. And literally he crumbled and didn't get back up. So, you know, for the most part, the fight still played out the way I expected. I got to give Kovalev a little bit more credit for him being able to hold off Canelo with his jab, because that's what I said when I was talking about this fight leading up to the fight. I kept saying the question is, how long will Kovalev be able to keep Canelo off of him with the jab? And it turns out he was able to keep Canelo off of him for 10 rounds. So that's what it is. Canelo, he dethroned Sergey Kovalev, and now we'll see if he's going to fight the champions in his own division. Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo, the 2 champions in his own division. Hopefully we get those fights. I'm sure he'll be pressured into taking the Golovkin fight next. Golovkin is fighting another tomato can, so that means he's waiting around for that 3rd fight. Let's see how it all plays out. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.